Salute, fam. This your boy Deontay, and I'm back with another video. Make sure you tap the like. I appreciate all my new followers and subscribers that's been tuned in to the channel. I really appreciate y'all. Y'all done ran me up a lot, man. I really appreciate y'all. But this here is a conversation that definitely needs to be had, and I want y'all to stay to the very end because the most crazy thing about being a stepfather is that it's the most thankless job on planet Earth. A man will come in, take care of the kids that ain't his, pay the bills, provide structure, put a roof over everybody's head, and still be treated like an outsider, still be looked at like he don't belong, still be looked at like he's temporary, like he's just some visitor in the house that he's financing. If they would, women would treat you like a trick. You're just there to drop some money in and do this and do that, and that's it. But let me tell you right now, being a stepdad will expose how ungrateful and entitled some women and kids can really be because a stepfather doesn't owe these kids a damn thing, not one thing. But the moment a man steps up, y'all expect him to go all in. Y'all expect a man to take care of another man's seed without no pushback, no hesitation, and no complaints. And the second he puts his foot down, the second he say, "Look, I'm not tolerating disrespect in my house," suddenly he's the bad guy. Suddenly he's controlling. Suddenly he's not their daddy. But when the bills do, when the lights need to stay on, when the fridge need foods, then he's daddy enough, right? All of a sudden he's the daddy. All of a sudden. But let's be real. Let me be real. Too many women put their kids on a pedestal so high that no man could ever stand next to them. And then you wonder why men will stop trying. You let these kids dictate your household. You let these kids run your relationship. You let these kids disrespect grown men. And then you cry when your relationship falls apart. You cry when that man packs up the shit and leaves. Because no man with self-respect is going to stay in a house where kids run the show and the woman enables it. You know what I'm saying? Let me make this clear. Your kids are not your man. Your kids are not supposed to come before your husband. Your kids are not supposed to come before your husband. You know what I'm saying? Yes, protect your kids. Love on them, care for them, do everything you're supposed to do, but don't weaponize them against the man who's stepping up. Don't let them disrespect him just because their biological dad ain't around or just because you got some weird guilt about moving on. Like, that's not fair. And truth be told, that's why so many stepfathers tap out and go silent. Because no matter what they do, it'll never be enough. Ladies, you need to hear this because if you letting your kids talk back, disrespect, slam doors, ignore the very man that's feeding them, you the problem. You are the problem. Not the man. It's you. You raising these entitled little bastards who think authority don't apply to them. And the sad part, you'll sit there, smile, talking about, "Oh, that's my baby. Don't talk to my baby like that." That's bullshit. But the moment that same baby grows up and don't respect you either, suddenly you thinking like, and you crying about, "Oh, where I went wrong?" You went wrong by teaching them that the man in the house don't matter. And fellas, I'm gonna keep it real with y'all because being a stepfather is not for everybody. It's not for every man because it'll break you if you're not strong. Like you'll give, and give and give, and they'll still remind you. These kids will be like, "Oh, you're not my real dad." They'll remind you, my daddy this, my daddy that, knowing good and damn well they father ain't paid no damn child support, ain't shut up for no parent teacher conference, ain't even called for a birthday. But you got to show up, shut up, and accept the disrespect. Seriously, like, and women, I want to address you again because half the time y'all still desperate for a man. Y'all be so desperate for a man to step in and fill a void that you didn't even set boundaries with your kids beforehand. You want a provider, but you don't want to follow his leadership. You want him to play daddy, but you don't want him to have a say so. Make that make sense. You want him to take care of business, but the second he tries to discipline, you step in and micromanage. Don't talk to my kid that way. Don't talk to my kids. But guess what? Then you raise them kids on your damn own. Raise them damn kids by yourself. Don't ask a man to be a father, then strip him of fatherhood when it don't fit your emotions, when it don't fit whatever you got going on. That's disrespectful. That's manipulation. It's the quickest way to lose a good man. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna keep it 100. Stepfathers get treated like ATMs with a heartbeat. That's the truth because a man can bleed for the family, work his ass off, and never be fully accepted. And y'all love to talk about real men stepping up, but where's the conversations about women stepping back and letting men lead? Where are the conversations about mothers teaching their kids respect? Where are the conversations about not letting trauma from your last relationship ruin the man in front of you? Just run them away. I've seen men raise stepkids, love them like they own, only for those same kids to turn 18 and run back to their biological father the second he shows up with another empty promise. I've seen men pay for college, buy cars, keep the kids clothed and fed, only to be told, "You're not my real dad." And women, you will sit back and allow it because deep down you never corrected it when they were little. You never demanded that your children respect the man who was feeding them. You know, and this is the harsh truth because some of y'all don't even want a man. You just want a babysitter with benefits, somebody to help lighten the load while you hold on to control, somebody to make life easier while you still play the boss. And then you wonder why he eventually just dipped, just pack up his shit and go because no man wants to feel like a stranger in the house, in the home that he's building. Like, no man wants to be tolerated instead of celebrated or respected. No man wants to be competing with children for authority. That's backwards. Like, ladies, you don't lose a good stepfather because he didn't try. You lose him because you didn't allow him to be what you asked him to be. You didn't back him up. You didn't demand respect from your kids. You didn't trust his leadership. And if you triggered by this, good, good. I love it. You feel me? Because maybe you're guilty of letting your kids run your relationship. Maybe you're guilty of emasculating the man who begged, that you begged to step up. And maybe that's why you keep having to start over. You know, stepfathers deserve more than a pat on the back and a Father's Day card with no signature. They deserve respect. They deserve loyalty. They deserve not to be treated like Plan B. Because without them, a lot of these households will be fucked up. A lot of kids wouldn't have shit. A lot of women would still be struggling alone. So don't ever forget when you letting your kids dictate that. Don't ever forget when you letting your kids dictate how much respect that man gets. And fellas, if you listening, if you're a stepfather out here giving your all, don't ever let disrespect become normal. Either she gonna back you up or you backed up the hell up out of the situation. Because at the end of the day, a man with self-respect is not gonna stay where he's tolerated and not celebrated. A woman can't make her kids respect you, right? Then she don't respect you either. If she can't make her kids respect you, she have no respect. She don't have no respect for you either. And if she don't respect you, she don't love you. That's the bottom line. Make sure y'all tap the like. Let me know what y'all think about this video. Um, I appreciate y'all. It's your boy Deontay Lamar with Deontay Lamar TV. I'm out. Peace.